Alright, so here's our recent purchase of the Strongway 50-ton air over hydraulic shop press. I think initial impressions here are quite positive. Really like the fact that everything is already fully assembled. It's nice when these don't come as a kit and you have to spend hours and hours completing. So I think from here we're going to go ahead and work on getting this thing pulled out of its packaging, do the minor assembly that's required, start testing it.
So, just want to get this out of the way. This is not a sponsored video. We did buy this press with our hard-earned money, but wanted to share our experience and give an honest look at what we think about it. So, we went with this press over the Harbor Freight version because with the shipping cost, it's about the same price, but it had a 10 to 20 shipping day lead time, while on the other hand, we could go pick this one up from the Northern Tool 20 minutes before it closed. We wanted to make note of the rigging, as this press does weigh 600 plus pounds. We used our forklift to pick it up. There are hoses and gauges up under the press, so you do need to be mindful of those when you are positioning your straps or chains. We had a full-size pickup truck to go get this, but you will need either that or a trailer. They will load it up with a forklift, and then you need some way to get it out of said vehicle. The assembly time was not bad. It took us about an hour from opening the crate until moving it into its final resting point.
Alright everyone, so just to show everyone here, we just encountered kind of a bit of a hiccup that wasn't as clear in the instructions. So first, going to remove the fitting here on the hydraulic pump assembly itself. Remove the little plastic seal, and you'll note that there is an O-ring actually in an internal groove kind of pressed into that fitting. And then you pull this plug and you'll notice another O-ring. And if you leave this O-ring in, it's not going to properly seal this face to this face. So this O-ring has to be removed. That way the mating face underneath seals against the O-ring that is currently inserted into that fitting. So I'm just gonna use another little Allen here, make sure it's clean. Just pop it underneath, get that O-ring out of there. That is just for their shipping purposes. Make sure that face is clean. Make sure this face is clean. And then we're gonna go ahead and lower this fitting into place. And tighten. Now these do not need to be over tightened by any means. With like a standard JIC bevel fitting, you typically do a quarter turn. I'm gonna tighten that till it's basically hand tight, and I'm gonna do pretty much the very same with this, given it's an O-ring face. I'm gonna go just about quarter, honestly, even maybe just an eighth of a turn there. That's really all that needs to seal. There we go. Sweet baby Ray.
Give it some.
Kind of slow. Just like the comments said. Ow. Ain't got enough.
some initial thoughts. The RAM is slow, but it's faster and more powerful than any bottle jack press. The construction is pretty good. It feels very sturdy, very solid. It is made in China, and the welds are decent for anything coming out of China. The packaging, at least on our end, was pretty good. The crate wasn't damaged. All the fittings and the hoses and everything look in good shape. Nothing to really complain about. The functionality will be pretty good. The plates can be flipped over, and there are 2 V-blocks that you could set a shaft in. And it is definitely nice to have the crank up and down table for the height adjustment. So overall, I'm pretty satisfied with this purchase. And if you're looking for a decent hydraulic press, this would be a good option.